What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Talk That Talk with Meesh and Jay. We're on our newest episode. I'm Meesh, and this is to the left of me, my co-host Jay, and we are recording our newest episode the day after Christmas. And we really hope everybody truly enjoyed their holiday so far. How about you, bro? You enjoyed your...
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was a good break. It's strange for it to fall on a Sunday, but
it was lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely. You know what I mean? It's always a great time, spend time with the family. You know, mom's going to cook that good food as usual.
Absolutely, she always do.
You know what I mean? I don't be expecting nothing for Christmas. You know what I mean? I'm older. It ain't like when I was a kid. You know, I wanted this, I wanted that.
Well, Christmas is for the kids anyway.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10. Yeah, so it's always for the kids.
Yeah. I can get what I want. You know what I mean? So it was just great being with the family and relaxing and stuff.
Absolutely, I agree with you. And it's always good for me, you know, because of course Christmas, I get a little moolah, you know, got me a little change and stuff. What else did I get? Actually, what else did I get? Oh, I got a watch. I got a bomb watch for my brother, an Invicta watch. My brother Ike, he hooked us up with the watches. I don't have my watch today because it wouldn't.
I got a G-Shock jump.
He got him a G-Shock.
Yeah, I like that joint, bro.
Yeah, bro hooked everybody up for Christmas or whatever. Yeah. And also too, got a free oil from Gucci.
Big Facts.
He has Big Facts clothing line.
Shout out to Gucci.
Shout out to Gucci. I'll be wearing some Big Facts at some point. I didn't wear it today, but y'all check him out though. He got this oil smells really good. Like I've been smelling myself all morning with this joint. You know that he gave something to everybody, so you know, just spreading around the good Christmas spirit for everybody. So that was dope. Appreciate you, Gucci, on that. Yeah, it's good. It's Kim's oil too. Just so you guys want to know who helped him create the oil. And like I said, it's customized just to his liking. It's called The Facts. So please go on Big Facts and check that out. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, man, Christmas was lit. Everybody got something. We got to enjoy good food, family. You know, I don't really have much to harp on. Oh, actually, too, bro, he came up with a game, man. We don't always play games.
Nah, it's not my game.
It ain't what? Yeah. Let me correct that. It's not his game, but it is a game that is mostly played in offices at work. Right. So
holiday.
So tell us what the game is and how you play it.
The game is White Elephant. Most of you would know about it. If you work in the office and y'all have holiday parties and stuff like that. Normally, you know, at my job, we usually have this every year, and it's the thing I look forward to at our holiday party. It's the White Elephant. And basically, everybody brings a gift. Yeah, offices should be no more than $20. You know, just something slight, nothing extravagant. You bring the gift, nobody knows who brought what, and then you pick a number. If it's like 20 people, you pick a number. If you're first person to pick a gift. If you're second, you can steal the gift from the first person if you want, or you can pick the gift that's already out there. But you have to unwrap it, you have to show the gift, you know what I mean, and then so on and so on. And the fun thing about it is the stealing of the gifts. Because if you get a great gift, you're like, whoa, you don't want this gift.
You don't want,
Please don't take my gift. And if you get your gift stolen, you hide.
Yeah.
But the good thing is you got a chance to pick up another gift that's already out there to unwrap. Right. Or you can steal someone else's gift that you might think you might want.
Exactly.
But it's a fun game, and I thought I'd bring it home to the family and have the family do it.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Because it was a great way to give things around the family and they have a good time doing it.
Yeah, you always, though, you come up with stuff for the family to do a lot. Right. So it's really appreciated.
I'm all about the family. You know what I mean?
He all about the family. And too, at the end, like I didn't steal a gift because, you know, I ain't no thief. You know, that's a part of it's a part of the game, right? You know, I ain't steal a gift. But I did go around after the fact and negotiate.
Yeah, you can negotiate.
So, you know, hey, just get my little negotiation skills, see who really wanted their gift, when they really wanted it or not. And I did get to trade my gift at the end, so I was happy about that.
I think the winner at our family White Elephant was Mom's.
But she's always a winner.
She's always a winner.
Always winner.
You know what I mean? She got
some type of vacuum.
Some type of vacuum. And then I had to think about it. I hope that she didn't buy that herself and then she picked it. But she didn't buy anything.
No, she didn't buy anything.
Yeah, I bought that gift. So she lucked up and got what she wanted. And of course, nobody's going against mom gonna steal her gift.
Nobody's gonna steal her gift.
That's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? That's not gonna happen. So she got it made. I was happy for her.
Right.
You know, so she was basically the big winner of the White House.
The whole thing, yeah, because she got the best gifts. And didn't she get a gift at the end too? She got 2 gifts.
Yeah, she got 2 gifts because she was the first person. There was one left
right.
over.
She had number 1.
And so she was able to get 2 gifts out of that. So which was great.
That was pretty dope. And it allows everybody in the family to get a gift, or everybody who participates.
Yeah.
You know,
gets a gift. Folks that didn't pick, because I bought extra gifts, and I think our sister-in-law
Isaac, you know,
and our brother bought extra gifts, so people that didn't bring gifts was able to participate. which made it fun, you know.
For everybody.
For everybody, you know, everybody, so they have to sit around and watch people play.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Everybody can be involved, which is good. And I think everybody should do it at home. You know what I mean? Do it with your family. It ain't gotta be strictly for the office. Mm-hmm. You know?
And that's right. Do it for the family. That way, you know, and it helps bring everybody together and makes it more interesting.
Right.
Makes it more interesting.
Yeah, so the other thing I wanted to talk about was Christmas and being a pagan holiday. And I found myself, when I'm at the bowling alley or I'm at work, not everybody is into Christmas.
This is true.
Not everybody is into it. Mm-hmm. You can't go to people and say, nowadays, Merry Christmas. They were like, oh, hold up.
Very careful.
Watch yourself.
Yep, very careful.
So now I have to watch now. I can't really say Merry Christmas to people. I just say Happy Holidays, or I say something else. But it ain't no more Merry Christmas. I don't think I can do that, because now things change in the world. There's certain things you gotta watch what you say. Everybody don't celebrate Christmas.
Right.
Period.
So and I know why that is, because, you know, I did mention in our very first episode of our podcast how, you know, I try not even try. I don't. Me personally, I wouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving, and that goes into Christmas as well. But my family is very important in my family for us to celebrate Christmas. It's always been like that with my mom and my dad. They're big on decorating.
Real big on Christmas.
Yeah, doing the tree. You know, they invite to have the kids come over and have them dress the tree. So it's a really big deal for my mom. So of course, I'm not ever going to miss that. I don't ever feel like missing my family time or spending time with my family is important. But I personally do know why. And the reason why Christmas has been deemed a pagan holiday, because in the Old Testament of the Bible, this is something that the heathens, this is what they call the heathens, would do. The heretics, you know, people who didn't subscribe to God's command. So basically, you know, he has the holy day, which would be the Sabbath, which is Saturday. Yeah. So if you are an Old Testament follower, meaning this is before Jesus Christ comes in, anything that you did outside of God was pagan. So you had to follow only the Most High's rules and keep the Sabbath holy, and his holidays were more important. And I think that outside of that group of people at the time in the Old Testament, if you celebrated Halloween, if you celebrated Christmas, which Halloween definitely wasn't in the Bible, I'm so say, but let me not. But basically, you were a heathen. So you were not to because sun worship, like with the bulbs, it's like, okay, you got the bulbs in there around, so it's people who worship the sun, but not Jesus or God. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more so the decorating too. There's some type of symbolism behind the tree. There's symbolism behind the whole thing, the opening the gifts, and then Saint Nick, the worshiping the fact that Jesus had 12 disciples or whatnot, and then Santa Claus had 12 deer, you know, things like that. So people are real, it's people who are real touching. And the Hebrew Israelites, Jehovah's Witnesses. So Jehovah's Witnesses, they're totally different. I don't know much about it, but I do know they do not celebrate holidays for their personal reasons. But I do know the Hebrew Israelites big on that as well, because they subscribe to the Old Testament in the Bible. So of course all of these things are pagan and also subscribe to Satan. Now that's what they say. That ain't
you just don't shoot the messenger.
Don't shoot the messenger. But what I do want to say is that I don't believe anyone today is on purpose choosing these things.
Right.
I think that it's a tradition.
Right.
And it's done all out of love and kindness and family. That's how I feel about it. Like,
Right.
I don't believe people are really just being like, oh yeah, well, I love the devil, so let me put this tree up. I'm not, you know,
Right.
so I'm not making fun. No, and don't get me wrong, disclaimer, I'm not making fun of anybody who is choosing that, because of course what it is when you're choosing not to celebrate these holidays, of course you're trying to please the Most High and let him know you care more about his standards and morals and values.
Right.
But I think things have changed and evolved, and not too many people are thinking about it in a way like back then when they did things, they actually were worshiping the wrong or a different God, and a lot of it was on purpose. No one's doing these things on purpose these days, right? I mean, that's just how I feel about it.
No.
You know.
I mean, I'm just learning this stuff, and
Yeah.
we was taught the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We celebrate Christmas, God, the whole thing like that. Me personally, I'm a young brother from the hood. All I cared about was getting gifts. I didn't know nothing about why Christmas was this.
Yeah.
I wasn't in church like that, so I only know what I know.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now that I'm an adult, I ain't gonna lie. I can care less about Christmas. I only celebrate it because of moms and the family. Mm-hmm. Or if I would have had my own family, I'd probably do it. You know what I mean?
For the kids.
Yeah.
Do it for the children.
But other than that, I don't want nothing. I ain't got no tree up. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. And I do want to also say that people have injected, like there are a lot of people who have a Christ-focused Christmas, because you know it's supposed to be around the time when he was born and things.
Yeah.
So they say Christmas, the Christ in Christmas, so it's celebrating Jesus as well. So they go to church and Jesus is more of the topic. It's less about the gifts and more about the birth of Christ. So that's the other part of why a lot of Christians aren't personally okay with celebrating it.
Right.
And have a whole different spin on it, but this is different for the Hebrew Israelites. Don't tell them that, because they're gonna be like, oh, no, you don't even want to go into what they got to say about that,
right?
Because I don't think they subscribe to the whole Jesus concept. But so yeah, this is why. So that's just for anyone who does not celebrate Christmas, or for those who want to understand why there may be certain people on your timelines on social media, you know, saying that, hey, you know, y'all don't tell me, and they be real angry about it. Don't say Merry Christmas to me.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to hear that back. I don't want to hear that crap. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know. You just trying to be friendly.
Yeah, just trying to be friendly.
Yeah, you don't know.
And the reason why I ran into a few people that over the past week, and I like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I get it. Mm-hmm. I get it. So now I'm like, all right, I gotta be careful. Mm-hmm. But let's just get on a lighter note. One more question on the Christmas holiday, and we're gonna move on.
Yeah.
I had a question for you, sis. Basically, what was the best gift you ever gotten in your life for Christmas? It might be hard. You've been living a while now.
Yeah.
Many Christmases. The greatest gift you ever got.
I believe one year I asked moms for The Sims 3.
Oh yeah?
On PC. One Christmas, and I received it. Every time I received The Sims, it was always new. I don't know who was into The Sims. I know bro got me into The Sims.
Yeah, I was heavy in The Sims.
But pretty much, that's the best gift I've gotten, other than money, of course. Other than money, the best gift I've ever received was when I was younger now, because I can buy The Sims anytime I want now for myself. But when I was younger, I was desperate for any addition, because you know how they have packages on packages on packages of different Sims. So Sims 3 may have like 15 other things you can add-ons and to make the game improve. And so definitely anything The Sims I received was the best gift. What about you?
Me was I got the Atari 2600. Pops got the joint.
Atari?
That was probably like the first joint. I'm talking about with the joystick. The one stick right here and the one red button.
That's beyond my time.
When Pops got that joint, you talking about, I could care less about going outside.
Yeah.
I could care less. Me and Pops was sitting there on the floor model TV, and we would play, I think Hubert or whatever. Just play these different games.
Right.
Man, that was probably the greatest gift I probably ever gotten. That I could ever think of. I mean, I got a lot of gifts. Don't get me wrong. A lot of gifts I ever wanted. Yeah. But the Atari was probably number one on my list.
Well, I mean, games are dope for kids, period. Or when you're just younger. Like I said, the Atari is a little out of my time. I was still was PlayStation 1. That's what I was. PlayStation 1, 2. You know, that give you.
That's telling my age, but I don't care.
You don't care, yeah. No,
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
And the only small other thing, real quick, Mom's got, and that's how I got into. Mom's got me a Star Wars book. When Star Wars Force came out, I had it in like '83.
Okay.
And I read it, and that's how from that on I got into Star Wars and
Star Wars comics and all that.
Yeah.
Dope.
That's how I got into it.
Okay. Well, cool. Yeah. Good. All right. Now that we done talked about that, I wanted to jump into kind of like piggyback on our last episode where we went into mental health, because there was something that I wanted to address that I did not get a chance to address. So please forgive me. You know, I wanted to address the fact that people online allegedly were saying that, people online were saying that Twitch had high functioning depression, right? And this explained why Twitch was so happy all the time, and that people can really walk around with that. And what high functioning depression is someone who always appears to be well put together, well dressed, you know, living their life, going to work, they're not missing work, they're not like an alcoholic, they're not on drugs, you know, they're just seem like they're on a high constantly, but really on the inside they're being torn up. So I definitely wanted to go into address high functioning depression. And also too, this is something that I feel I experienced in the past myself, that I had high functioning depression, because if anybody knows me, they know that I'm one of the type of people where every time you see me, I'm gonna have a smile on my face, I'm gonna be kind. I'm hardly ever like in a bad mood.
A funk.
But that doesn't mean that I don't go through things. That doesn't mean that I am not struggling on the inside. I have had those experiences, like especially when I was younger. Like now, today, these days, I do things to offset that, so I do not experience it these days based off of what I've done to help myself mentally and emotionally and psychologically. But in my past as a child, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to handle. I didn't even know I was dealing with high functional depression. Yeah. You know, being somebody that just always want to bring light. I don't ever want to be negative. Even if I feel it's a negative situation, I'm always trying to bring and inject some positivity and light into it, no matter how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I could be feeling the worst no matter where I am, and I'm gonna sit there and talk to you about your problems before I ever bring mine.
That's true. That's true. I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
And I never knew about high functioning depression until you brought it up. But now I think about it, I said, damn, I go through that all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, I can actually have it, and I've been depressed a lot. Like I go to I could be at the bowling alley, be depressed about something, but nobody would know it, because I still have a smile on my face, I got things to do, I have to bowl for my team.
Correct.
And I wound up, I can do well under the pressure of my circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I know how to get, once I walk through that bowling alley door, I know how to put it in my back pocket.
Throw it out.
Until I leave, and then I worry about that shit later.
Right.
You know what I mean? Even at work. You know what I mean? So I get it. I go through things, but I know how to depress it.
Yeah. But do you think, and also now this is what I want to discuss, because I feel like the reason that I feel the need to not tell people or to not burden, because I personally feel in my mind that I'm burdening another person with my issues or my problems or my emotions or what I'm going through. And do you think that is a trauma? Like, do you think it's normal and it should be normalized for people to say, you know what, I can place this on someone. I can talk about my emotions and my feelings with someone.
Yeah, I think for me, and you know, I could speak maybe for some other people, I'm a very private, I'm talking about capital P, private.
And that too.
Person, and when you as private as I am, it's hard to articulate things to another person or put something, like you said, a burden on another person, or your problems or what you're going through, because you really don't want them to know you're going through them issues, but you want somebody to talk to in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think the private part of me is a reason I may not put my burden on other people with my issues. Right,
and that makes sense. But also too, at times, I'm not gonna lie, on the other side of the coin of that, the reason why people don't like to also, and I say me too, it's a part of me as well, because some people that you talk to, they like what you're going through. they enjoy it. If they don't really like you for real, not just the truth, I'm not gonna keep it 100. If they don't really like you for real, they want to hear you going through the struggle.
That's true.
You know,
that's
so
true.
sometimes you gotta definitely filter and be careful.
And then give them something to talk about.
And give them something to talk about. Yeah. Because you know they ain't got nothing. You know they ain't got nothing else on the brain. So as soon as they get off the phone with you, yeah, girl, yeah, she going through it. That's what she get. You know, like
right.
you know, you don't want that.
Yeah,
you
ain't got time for it.
You don't have time for it. Fake people. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, anybody should be able to have at least 1 or 2 people or go to therapy. It works. Like I went to Sondermind. That was last year. I was seeing a therapist. Shouts out to Christy. You know, I did totally like kind of ghost her a little bit. I hope she I did because I felt I didn't have nothing else to discuss with her, and I didn't know how to just be like, look, Christy, I ain't trying to see you no more. You know, you know what I mean? Like, but I had to just go. But she said what she said to me. She was like, I hope to see you again next week. Because I was telling her I was busy, and I was like, nah, I can't even dial back in because she gonna still wanna see me, plus my money. You know, I'm not gonna save my money. But I just didn't need her anymore. But please, if anyone who is going through or feel like you don't have nobody to talk to, the best people to talk to is God and or therapy. You know, and I know a lot of people don't know that they can talk to God and that you can lay your burdens down on Him, and you are going to be heard. But also, if God is not enough for you, because we have to keep it realistic. Some people, they just don't have that much faith.
Yeah.
So to keep it realistic, go to a therapist, or if you have a friend, like I definitely had somebody in my life who definitely let me know that I didn't have to go through things alone. She knew that's the type of person that I am, where I will carry my own burdens alone. I'll go around anybody and everybody, and I'll have problems, but you think I'm about to place them on you or burden you with them? Right. No, I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna party just as hard as I'll party, and none was wrong with me. Yeah. You know. Right. So, and I was told that you don't have to go through them alone. And I think that it's also a trauma from the past where I feel like it is a burden, and it should not feel like that. But that's how a person to place my emotions and my issues that I might be going through during that day on to another person. Right. But I think a new thing that I've really discovered that people were saying, like, when you do talk to your friends, ask them if they have the capacity to hear what you have to say too. Facts. Where are they in their life at that time? Like, if they're good and they're willing to hear it, then it's okay, but ask first, because you never know what other people are going through. That's true. Yeah, that's true. And have enough time, or I can't think of the word, but anyway, so like if I have an issue, right, and I may not talk to a lot of people, but like, so my best friend, everybody knows Mo. Yeah. So if I talk to Mo, and I may not talk to Mo in maybe like a week or two, maybe 2 weeks, I might have a lot to say, and I need your ear for about an hour. That's right. You know what I mean? But sometimes I don't want to feel a burden because I'm going on and on and on, and he's like, and I'm not saying I don't know what what he feel like, but sometimes I feel like I'm a burden because I'm going on and on and on about what my issues or my, you know what I mean? Like rambling on. Because I ain't talking to nobody else. Yep. You know what I mean? So you unloaded. So I'm loading. Yeah. So sometimes I can't fucking think of the word, y'all. But sometimes you just gotta have patience. Yes. To listen to your friend, your daughter, your son, your mother, whoever it is. Have patience. And have a space for them. Yeah. Have a space for them. And but I think trust comes into that yet again. What we talked about. Your experience, if you have a trusted friend or a trusted person, and if you know you're unloading on someone because you trust to unload on them, allow them to unload on you as well. Have a space for them as well. Right. Because also the reason why a lot of children are contemplating unaliving themselves these days as well. Young kids, well before their time, knowing life has cycles, y'all. Like, you cannot have 10-year-olds talking about, oh, it's time for me to go. You ain't even live a portion of your life. You smidgen of your life. You ain't even lived that long. You talking about I'm ready to go. Right. It makes no sense. But it's also because they feel they don't have anyone who can relate to how they feel at that time, and they think, oh, life is over. Because for a child, anything makes life over. Right. Let them go to school and be picked on, life is over. Right. Let them get cyberbullied, life is over. Right. Let their parents divorce or something like that, life is over. You don't know how, and children, especially in our community, African American community, we have an issue with telling our children that they can't speak their mind,
Right.
that they can't tell us how they feel,
Right.
you know, or else it's disrespectful. That is the reason why people need to check that. Like, it's okay. It is a respectful way to let your children know, hey, you can tell me how you feel, but in a respectful manner.
Right.
But we were, you know, no black folk know in the past. You know, you can't be like, Mom, you know, this how I felt. Or Dad, this how I felt. What?
Not
you
back then.
real disrespectful.
Hell no.
Yeah.
Get your ass on somewhere. Get your ass up in your room.
Liable to
Sit
get
your
smacked.
ass down somewhere.
Right. You're gonna start acting selfish, you know. So yeah, you know, so we gotta normalize that too, man, because we're going through too many situations where mental health is going down, and it's also being brought up a whole lot these days about people just being depressed, and a lot of it leads to people just having a lack of ability to express themselves the way they feel they need to loved ones and friends. So
Right.
please do that, y'all. Like, please do that. If you're dealing with high functioning depression, you going throughout life and just letting everybody know everything is okay when you know daggone well it's not, you need to talk to somebody.
That's right.
Period. Point blank and simple. I don't even know no other way to say that.
Yeah, I know I will soon. I know I keep saying it.
Bro,
I gotta click.
I told him it's okay. 'Cause Christy was dope, y'all. Christy helped me a lot, and I delved into, and y'all make sure when y'all go, delve into y'all childhood, man, because that's where it all starts. Y'all wondering why y'all can't keep a relationship. Hell, I can't keep one, and I'm working on it. Okay, I'm saying, I'm working on it, you know, and because everybody has traumas from their past, and you bring it into your future, and that's the reason why you having all these issues. So it's best. So I mean, any final thoughts, bro, before we?
Man, I'm good, man. All I'm saying is, look, talk to somebody. You know what I mean? If something on your mind, you know, anxiety is a real thing too.
Because I had that.
I got real bad anxiety a lot. You know what I mean? And I'm used to it because I know it comes, and when it comes, I understand it, and then you know I get through it. I try to push through, but I will, you know, eventually hit this daggone sort of mind thing. Talk to these people. Somebody to talk to, but you know I got Mo, of course. You know,
of course,
he's my man. He's my main
man.
prescriber, so I talk to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And God, of course, and I'm gonna talk.
But
to
you know,
people.
one thing my counselor did tell me was that validate my feelings. She validated how I felt about certain things that had happened to me or that I experienced. And when I was a child, I had really high anxiety, so I cried all the time. And I think my moms thought that the source of my crying was just me being shy and all that, which I was shy, but I just think the anxiety was too overwhelming for me. So I got my behind whipped for crying. And I'm not saying that, you know, she wanted to make me stronger, so it came out of love. But in reality, I was dealing with something that she just didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, and now
understood.
she didn't understand that.
Yeah.
So now as an older, I do a lot of things to offset, to do that. You know, I fast, I eat better and all that, and all that stuff contributes to it.
Right.
But we cannot ignore that people have inner battles and struggles as children as well, and growing into adults, you still deal with the same stuff if you haven't found a way to work and cope with it.
Right. Facts.
Right? So outside of that, y'all, we just wanted to revisit that because mental health is definitely important. I mean, pretty much I wanted to wrap that up for y'all. You know, this was just one of them chill joints. You know, we doing this because we love it. The day after Christmas, we could be laid up in the bed. I'm just gonna tell you that right now,
That's
sleeping.
Right.
But we wanted to come and talk to you guys, and also thank you guys for all the support, the DMs, the people coming to support us. It's been overwhelming, at least for me. You know, I don't know what your experience
I'm loving it.
People have really been giving us the go and telling us, you know, great things, and also giving us advice. So I've been loving that. So I want to yet again reiterate, Merry Christmas to those who accept it. You know what I'm saying? Happy holidays to those who don't. And y'all just enjoy. Yeah. All right.
And please subscribe.
Please subscribe and like it. And share it if you have people who you know love podcasts or whatever. Yeah. Just share it anyway for the fun. It ain't gonna cost nothing.
It ain't cost nothing. It's just out of love.
Out of love,
y'all.
Out of love, cause we just doing this because we love it though. You know what I'm saying? But we also need y'all support. And yet again, I'm Meesh. This is my bro Jay, and we about to peace out.
Peace.